Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyen, and if you're new on my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and sage this place, sage this space with the new full moon and the eclipse. There's just some crazy energies that are around, and I just have to be proactive and making sure that this space is clean. Okay, all right, so let's talk about your person. There is some heavy shit that is going on in the collective, and it is affecting all unions. All unions are on deck. There is not any union that is not being razzled and dazzled and shaken up right now. And these energies, the way that the planets are aligned, with Saturn, it deals with our cosmic debt, but it also deals with our cosmic rewards as well. You truly reap what you sow. So whatever energies that you are putting out, whatever thought forms that you are putting out there, be very careful and very mindful of what you're putting out into the conscious field, because it will come back to you multiplied, pressed down, shaken, and measured out. So if you're putting good thoughts about your union, how beautiful the connection is, and how you're just working on yourself, you're in the healing process, and so is your person, then there's going to be more healing that's going to come up. There's going to be more purging, and it could be compounding to the situation. Okay? It can make it difficult for you to traverse on this leg of your journey, but trust me, in the end, it will be all worth it, because you're getting rid of the dross. You're getting rid of the refuge, the trash that doesn't serve you or your person. And two people that love each other, that conjoin together and conspire together in this smoke and mirrors, would truly be rewarded for their efforts. And I really feel like many of you are making concerted efforts to try to do everything to work above and beyond, to show your person that you really truly love them unconditionally. And this is not a conditional love, but I really feel like the person that you're connected with is only dealing with you on conditions. They are only loving you for loving them, the way that you love them. And when it comes to them to show and prove, they kind of resist. Let's get into your person's headspace and mental and figure out what's actually going on. Before I do so, let me go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the high, which is Yad-He-Va-He, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards here. I feel like your person, when they commit a crime against you, they want you to just be a silent partner. Okay? They want you to not say anything about their injury and their harm to you. There may be some type of silent contract between you and this person where you need to revoke, where you have some type of karma that they're supposed to come in and present all of these hardships in the relationship, and you're supposed to transcend and transmute it all, doing your shadow work, working on your shadow and exposing the shadow to the light. you may want to contact me in further detail to get a love energy reading so we can see if there's any contracts, soul contracts, that may be tethered to you and this person and could be responsible for why this person is moving and operating the way that they are. Your very first card is Lantern. All right, this has a lot to do with consciousness, light. Are you and your person in alignment? Your consciousness and your light, it needs to shine. It needs to permeate and go through this deep, dark period and penetrate through it. Like I was saying, before I even pulled this card, I was telling you that there is a lot of shadow on your side. This is before we even get into the person and their mental, but there's a lot of shadow that's on your side that is coming up for review. You need to sit with these shadow aspects of yourself. Ask yourself, what is it that this person is reflecting back in you? And then how you can sit with this in this moment and feel your way through it and purge that shit and let it go into the conscious light for transmutation. Your person is also working their shadow right now. Your person doesn't know how to transmute the dark into the light, and so therefore it is making the situation even more taxing. It is even more compounding for the both of you. So you staying in your highest vibrations and you staying in the conscious light, transmuting and transforming your shadow aspects and your shadow self will help reveal to you your true self. Okay? And your true self and your spirit self is your higher self. All right? You on the other side of the veil that is pulling you through any obstacle, any situation, and just helping you to traverse through these murky waters, because I feel like it's getting deep. It's getting so deep that some of you may feel like you're drowning metaphorically. Next, we have circles. I just keep hearing that song. You got me going in circles. Yes. Round and round and round I go. That's what I'm hearing. It's like an emotional roller coaster. 1 minute you're up, the next minute you're down. 1 minute you guys are on top of your love, next minute you're on the bottom of your love, and it just feels so draining. You feel like your energy is being zapped from you. Well, these circles that you're going through are coming up only because you're needing to have some type of clarity. Okay? Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. So right now, you are in the middle of the storm. You're in the eye of the storm. You're looking at this storm eye squarely. Okay? And it's very fearful. It's causing for feelings of fear, not just in you, but also in your person to come up. And this fear is something that has to be removed from the relationship dynamic, because fear is the opposite of love, not hate. I'm going to repeat this again. Fear is the opposite of love, not hate. Fear and love cannot cohabitate in the same space. One will crowd the other out. So in this moment of when this false evidence appearing real creeps into the relationship, you have to replace it from your heart center with love. Send this person love. Let this person know telepathically that you love them. If you are able to reach out and you're in communication with this person, let them know that you love them. Despite what we are passing through, despite what we are growing through, I still love you. Know that you are protected in a spiritual circle. Your spiritual team is doing everything behind the scenes to make sure that this love stays afloat. You feel like you're drowning, but you really have the universe backing you up in this. This person that you're connected to is someone that is a fated partner. Okay, a divine selection, someone that you're supposed to be with. It should be either a soulmate or a twin flame. Please take what resonates for your specific situation. Okay, but these cases that are happening between you and your person are not isolated incidences. They're not isolated cases. All right, so now it's time for your person to step into their creative power. Remember, we're in their mental now. And they're coming from a place where they're having to exercise what? Divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy is all about creativity and creative power, not shrinking back. All right? And in harmony with the new moon, it's about you having, or your person having to release their alchemical energy into the world. Transmuting, transforming, transcending, casting the dark into the light. That is what it's about. Something is about to be born. Something is about to be birthed. Whether it's literal or whether it's figurative, something new is about to come in. Now let's get into your romance. I feel like it's time for your person to capitulate, to surrender, and to negotiate with you. There is no negotiation. I really feel like your person is the type of person where it's either their way or the highway. They're not giving any room for you to work. Okay? They're shrouding out your feelings and your emotions. And when you bring something to their attention, if it doesn't fit their agenda, then it doesn't get reviewed and it doesn't get taken care of. They look at it as a form of you reproving them. All right? Like you're scolding them or correcting them. But at least when you reprove someone, that's in a gentle way. And we all need to be course corrected. Okay? We are in these partnerships and in these divine unions so we can grow spiritually. Period, point blank. Before the romance comes hardships, comes painful situations. None of us are exempt or above this. We will experience this with either that person or the person that's next to come that we choose, if we choose not to work it out with the ones that are fated for us. The situation doesn't go away. It just keeps on reproducing itself in another way, shape, or form in a different person. So why not face the problem with the one that is the divine selection and the one that God has given to you, right? And I don't believe that your person understands this because they're always in their mental. I believe that starting out, this person had an ulterior motive with you. Their motives were not sincere, okay? It's like some type of facade. This person is wearing a mask. They're not keeping it 100 with you about their intentions and what their motives are. Okay? Somewhere, somehow, that got left out. And it was in the fine print, but you just didn't see it. Because I really feel like this person is a trickster. This person is a manipulator. Okay? And I believe they were born this way. They were raised this way. You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. And it doesn't mean that they don't love you. I feel that they do. I feel like they learn to love you along the way. But in the meantime, in between time, it still doesn't mean that they're not up to their old ways, up to no good. Finances and career. So your person may be struggling financially, right? They may be focused on their career more than they're focused on you, which is basically making you feel like you're left out. And financial issues are a factor in your love life right now with your person. They're trying to get their coins together, and the way that they're going about it is even compromising some of your relationship in order for them to have an advancement, whether it's in their career or whether it's in their finances. They're not being truthful with you. They're receiving money from someone else and they're not telling you. They're receiving attention, time, all of that, and they're getting it from someone else, and they're not telling you about this third party. You have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so you've been going to your person. You've been telling your person about how you've been feeling, but they have made you feel less than. They have objectified you. They have refused to see you for who you are. They have refused to see your worth. All they can think of is about their own self and licking their own wounds at this moment. The person that you are connected to is very selfish, very self-centered right now. That's the energy that they're in. And I believe that they kind of like pigeonholed you because they were not like this at the beginning. I feel like this person sold you a pipe dream, made you all kind of promises, all these calculated promises. And now the universe is making this person put their money where their mouth is. And now they cannot pay the piper. All right. They didn't promise more than what they knew that they couldn't even give at the time, but it sounded good, and they wanted what they wanted from you, so they felt like they had to bargain for your love. And now they can't pay the bargain off. So that's why you have pay attention to the red flags. That is a red flag in your relationship. The signs are cautioning you. When someone does to the extent of telling you all of what you want to hear, and then when it comes time to its delivery, they don't deliver on it, you have to be very careful. You don't want to be with someone for the sake of just being with someone. You need someone who is honest, who is true, someone who acknowledges your feelings and your emotions, and most importantly, someone who empathizes with the way you are feeling. That is a healthy relationship. Anything other than that is toxic. So you're dealing with the trickster. And the trickster only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Tricksters will typically gain your trust gently and then incrementally disrespect your boundaries. Your kindness will be taken for granted and advantage of for as long as you allow it to be or have it to give. So, a lot of you need to pull back the ranks with this person because they're not appreciating you. And they're purposely manipulating situations so the odds can be in their favor and not yours. Next, you have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So, the universe is telling you everybody has ups and downs. Everybody has a dark side and a light side. Nobody is perfect. No human being on the face of this earth is perfect. If you're not going to be dealing with this issue that you're dealing with this person right here, you'll be in a relationship dealing with another set of issues, similar situation, different problems, but ultimately the same lesson will repeat if you do not stop and break the pattern right now with your person. That is the reason why the universe is telling you that, this partnership deserves a chance. You guys, I manifested, this is one of the things that I manifested, this deck. Doreen the Virtue went Christian again, and she's an ex-occultist. This was originally $50, but do you see that second, let's see, there we go. It was originally $50. Do you see that second price? That's because not only did I manifest this deck, but I was not about to pay $50 for Doreen Virtue's outdated, outprinted deck. So I negotiated with the man. And I said, okay, your half price books. The cheapest deck that was on Amazon was $19. Can't you give me half of that? Your half price bookstore. You're supposed to be half of the prices at the lowest going rate, not at the highest going rate, okay? And the deck was completely new. Basically, it was like it was untouched. So I manifested that deck. Why am I bringing this up? Because you can manifest whatever the hell you want. Just because someone gives you something and they present something to you, don't mean that you have to accept it, and it doesn't mean that you have to take it. Okay? You are a conscious co-creator alongside source. So every moment of the day, you're constantly creating. All right? You're either creating good habits or you're breaking bad habits. Either or, you're still in the natural ebb and flow of creation. All right? The law of creation is one of the laws of the universe. So with that being said, twin flame unions are pretty much based off of the law of attraction. All right? Soulmates are based off of the law of attraction. The thing is, you really don't have to do anything on a physical level in order for these relationships to come into play, because you're already predestined to be together. And that is what we do not realize. We fail to realize that, okay? There's a card that was, well, there's a couple of cards here. 2 cards that were left after I shuffled the deck. And I really feel like this is I feel like it's relevant, and it's pertaining to the situation that's at hand that I've been speaking on when it comes to you and your person. The first card that we have down, and this is in reverse, is the Medicine Man in reverse. So your person is the wounded healer. Your person needs healing, period, point blank. This is the reason why you guys are experiencing a rift instead of a shift. You're experiencing a rift in your union instead of a shift, because your person needs to purge out all of that old shit that does not serve them anymore. All those old paradigms, all the old belief systems that your person was attached to and is attached to, the way that they were raised, culturally speaking. They need to get rid of that because it does not serve them on this leg of their journey. And I really feel like your person is fighting up against this. They're resisting this. Okay? And the more that they resist this, the more that it's going to continuously do what? Persist. What you resist continues to persist, because that is how the law of attraction works. That is the way the universe works. And God is not a respecter of persons. Okay? When it comes to us learning our lessons, whether they're hard lessons or whether they're light lessons, they're presented to us in order for us to grow and to evolve. These partnerships are here and they're designed for us to do just that. We like to romanticize them all the time, but we fail to realize that it's not only about romance, but it's about spirituality. And the spirituality comes before it all. Next, you also have the Medicine Woman in reverse. So this reminds me of both the distorted masculine and the distorted feminine. You have the distorted divine masculine right here, and then you also have the distorted feminine right beside him with the numbers 1 and the number 2. Okay, with the numbers 1 and with the number 2. So this is reminding me that you two are now working on those shadow aspects, on those dark parts of yourself. Both of you are the wounded healers. Both of you, not just one of you. So you need to take that into consideration, that both of you have some healing work that needs to be done, not just your person. Sometimes we always think that it's the person that is attached to us that need to do the work and that we can go away scot-free. Not today, baby. Not today. Because you are being called into the divine courts as well to work on yourself and work on your autonomy too. And when you work on yourself and you work on your autonomy, then that person automatically raises their vibration and they do the same. We're all divine mirrors. Both of you are spiritual warriors. You guys can do this. You got this. You got this. This is truly a spiritual warfare. You and your person are on the battlefield every single day. And the battle is your love. Is this love going to stand the test of time? Is it? Only you and your person can answer that. And the last card is the Ace of Fire. You guys are going to have a passionate, fiery new beginning, and it's going to come in real fast for the both of you, provided that you do the work, provided that you do the spiritual work the source has already instructed you to do, that you've already had a soul contract to do on the other side of the veil. I will do an extended reading. For those of you that are interested, it is $11.11. Please join me on the other side. And for those of you that have basically came to your stop on this train, thank you so much for your love, your support, and thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and doing your best to make the God Sense channel what it is. We greatly appreciate you. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.